So 3 B mains in store for us tonight for the street stocks. And, man, there are some heavy hitters in these B mains. Trey Bright found himself in a B main here tonight. Matt Sawyers, Logan Bright as well. Lucas Lee, the modified standout driver, he's found himself in a B main. Over in B main number 2, you got Calvin Martin, your 2025 Crate Racing USA street stock national champion. Trevor Woodard found himself in there. Joseph Dykemper's had a fast race car all weekend. Bryce Shesby just can't seem to get that monkey off his back. He's in B main number 2. Shelby Sheedy there as well. Caleb Vandergriff, Calvin Cook, a former street stock nationals champion, and Riley Sheedy as well. Over in B main number 3, some noted names. Travis Marsh, who had a really good run at the Street Stock Nationals. Graydon Hall. Wyatt Parker found himself in a B main. Chase Pennington, Chevy Chase, is going to start on the inside of row 3 in B main number 3. Also, Dr. Dirt. So there's some heavy hitters in this B main race coming up here. All 3 B mains. We're only going to lock in the top 2 guys. So some of these guys are really going to have to stand on it if they're going to get from where they are in the B main up to those top 2 qualifying spots. On the pole position for B main number 1, it's Trey Bright in the B9 out of Coker, Alabama. Next door, it's going to be Dustin Hughes out of Dothan, Alabama in the X2. Row 2, it's got Matt Davis out of Rincon, Georgia in the 9D. He'll share that row with Dannon Lacoste out of Thurrock, Louisiana in the 91. Row 3, Kyle McMahon in the 45. He comes to us out of Mount Vernon, Illinois. And it's TJ Herndon out of Atwood, Tennessee in the 1 machine. Row 4 is Matt Sawyers in that 10 4-way Fab machine out of Holiday, Tennessee. Then it's Cole Stringer out of Foxworth, Mississippi in the Ford race car. We've got the 9 machine inside row 5 out of Coker, Alabama. Nope, it's Logan Bright in the 82. Then it's Lucas Lee out of Paris, Tennessee on the outside. Row 6 inside is Andrew Stone out of Savannah, Georgia in the 2S. Brian Foreman out of Florence, Mississippi in the 24F. Dylan Hamilton will be inside row 7 out of Containment, Florida, the 22H. It's Dakota Berry sharing that row with him. And shotgun on the field, it's going to be Carlos Williamson out of Seminary, Mississippi. 12 laps on the board. Only 2 cars will transfer to the 60-lap A-main later on this evening. And somehow or another, they get through it. Not a very good start for some of these guys in the back of the pack. Kind of got shuffled up there. Back to the front, Dustin Hughes. He's going to take it to the outside as he looks to gain position on the 9 machine of Trey Bright. 1 lap in the books. It's 3 wide as they step out of 2, about 7th, 8th on back. It's a battle for position, but the top 2 cars, that's the most important positions here tonight. Dustin Hughes, Trey Bright have separated themselves by over 2 seconds on the 3rd place car of Matt Davis in the 9D. Trey Bright sets sail. Now built up to 7/10 of a second over Dustin Hughes. A battle for the 3rd spot. Matt Sawyers takes over the 3rd position from Matt Davis. He's got some ground to make up, though, if he's going to close in on the X2 of Dustin Hughes. Coming to lap number 5. Still 7 laps to go. Trey Bright now has a 1.1 second cushion over the X2 of Dustin Hughes. Dustin Hughes in the final transfer spot. A lot of racing going on near the back. Dannon Lacoste slow rolling up around the field, up around the corners there, and it's cross flags in the air halfway home for Trey Bright in that Morgan Motorsports number 9 machine. Sawyers definitely making up ground. He's within a second now of Dustin Hughes. Lacoste heads off the speedway. His night is done. Bright 1.5 seconds on Dustin Hughes, but I tell you what, Matt Sawyers is the one closing in that 4-way Fab race car. We're coming to 8 laps complete. It'll only be 4 to go this time. How much time does Matt Sawyers have? Not very long. Sawyers down to 7/10. Dakota Berry takes it to the infield. His night is done. Trey Bright leads lap 9. Sawyers 0.6 of a second behind Hughes. Slowly but surely, he's trying to reel in the X2 machine. Sawyers, can he get him in the corner here? Bright takes the 2 popsicle sticks in the air. 2 to go. Sawyers is there. The X2 may have slipped up just a minute. Oh my goodness gracious. Contact between the 10 and the 2. Now the 2 bites the concrete up in the back stretch. This is where Sawyers has him in his hip pocket. Now Sawyers takes the second place. Matt Sawyers getting it done here tonight in B main number 1. He's got the final transfer. Can he hold on to it? It's going to be Trey Bright. Set sail to the checkered flag. He picks up the win. He'll transfer. And Matt Sawyers transfers as well. Dustin Hughes, Andrew Stone, just barely missing it, along with Logan Bright in the 82. Matt Davis, just a great effort from those guys, just not enough. It was Matt Sawyers, though, who tracked down Dustin Hughes with 2 laps to go and was able to make the pass and secure his position into the 60-lap main event later on this evening. Now, typically, we would say, thank y'all for coming. But tonight, all of these guys are going to race somewhere. So we're going to have a non-qualifier 2-feature event at the end of the night. We will see these guys one more time. Tell him, yes, I do, and thank you. We are on Facebook Live at this time. Race fans, we want to thank y'all for joining us on our social medias. You still have a chance to purchase this event here tonight. We hope that you do that and carry us along for the rest of the evening. Things are just now starting to heat up in the B mains. We're going to have B main number 2 rolling out onto the speedway. And he's the 2025-2024 national champion. Calvin Martin going to start on the front row out of Cary, Mississippi in the C24. He's going to share that row. Right next door is Trevor Woodard out of Mount Pleasant, Tennessee in the 15. Mutt Trotter will be on the inside of row 2 in the 7-7 machine out of Slaton, Tennessee. Is Joseph Dykemper on the outside lane out of Bloomingdale, Georgia in the 148. Bryce Shesby inside of row number 3 out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the 13S. Then it's Shelby Sheedy out of Fridge Camp, Mississippi in the SS1. Ethan Wilson out of Fayetteville, North Carolina in the 5 machine. He'll share the inside row of 4. On the outside lane, it's Michael Lee out of Paris, Tennessee. Row 5, Caleb Vandergriff out of Mount Pleasant, Tennessee in the 13D. And it's Malachi McGee out of Seminary, Mississippi in the 13. Row 6, Calvin Cook in the 6 machine, and on the outside lane is Sam Ellison out of Dallas, Georgia in the 11. Corey Bueller, the Denham Springs, Louisiana driver in the 11B. He's on the inside of row 7. He'll share that row with Riley Sheedy out of Fridge Camp, Mississippi in the G4, and it's Doug Nastasi in the SOSX. Shotgun on the field, 12 laps, 2 will transfer. It's Malachi McGee's birthday tomorrow, so you know he really wants to put on a good show for us here tonight as he tries to race his way into the main event. 4 wide as they step out of turn 2. It's Calvin Martin in the top spot. A battle for the second place. It's the 5 machine of Ethan Wilson taking that from Trevor Woodard. Ethan Wilson may have a run here on Calvin Martin as they take it down the backstretch. Now Martin shuffles in. He'll take to the bottom lane. Calvin Martin about a lane outside from the boards there. And it's Wilson right at his door handle as they pass the flag stand. 2 laps complete. Wilson giving a good run to Calvin Martin down the backstretch. A little battle there for the lead. Wilson may have the advantage here as they come back to the flag stand. Calvin Martin's got to hang on to that second spot. Problems for the 11. Corey Bueller, I believe, slow rolling, headed to the infield right in front of traffic. There's the caution on the speedway. So that'll re-rack and stack. Lap number 3, still 9 to go. All right, I got a quick one here. Adeline Woodard, happy birthday. Happy 7th birthday to you. That's really cool. I share actually a birthday with Adeline Woodard and Malachi McGee. We'll all celebrate our birthday tomorrow. What an honor it is to have them here at the racetrack. And happy 7th birthday, young lady. I'd sing happy birthday, but I don't want to get a contract violation. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. All right, I did it. So we're going to re-rack and stack for a Dixie double foul restart here. Ethan Wilson took no time to get up to that top spot. Fayetteville, North Carolina driver showing out here in the B main number 2. This will put Trevor Woodard right where he wants Calvin Martin on this restart. That's a little tricky here. Sometimes the upper lane is the preferred starting spot, but Woodard has a little bit of experience here. He may be able to outrun Martin and get by him here at the start of the race. But right now it's Martin with the advantage as he rolls the top of the speedway. Wilson's going to bring him back for lap 4. 8 laps to go. Now Woodard's got the momentum. He may have a run on Calvin Martin. Trevor Woodard with a fender out front of the 24 as they roll down the back stretch. Problems for the 55. He's off pace. The 24 and the 15. The 15 was able to secure that transfer spot. Martin going to have to catch the 15. Cross flags in the air halfway. 6 to go. Calvin Martin on the loud pedal, but does he have enough to get it back to Woodard? We'll have to wait and see. The 5 machine of Ethan Wilson stretching it out. A 1.8 second advantage over the second place car. And Martin losing wholesale on the 15. Wilson, 2-second advantage. Check out Vandegrift. Vandegrift up to 4th. Oh, and we've got a caution on the speedway. Doug Nastasi has parked it up on the wall up in turn number 3. Caution on the speedway at lap number 8. 4 laps will remain. And it looks like he may have a broken right front on that race car. We're going to need the hook truck. All right, tried a little honey there. Hopefully that'll keep this voice going there for a little while longer. So Wilson has parked it up in the corner over here, saying he's not able to hear the race director on race receiver. So typically what they would do is ask the drivers if they can hear the race receiver. If they stick their hand out the window, then they acknowledge that they can hear, and that would be an issue with the 5 and not with the tower. So we'll see how they manage that as Doug Nastasi takes this hair, hand, body, and paint SOSX machine back to the pits. Want to thank our producer, Mr. Logan Gibson, man. He's got me set up here running the production. We've got that one-eye kid out there on camera. Tim Dees up in the flag stand. Of course, Shannon Hires, our race director. Don Coleman down there teching cars tonight. All the concessions workers on both sides of the speedway, the gate workers, and Will lining up the race cars down there in staging lanes. Thank you guys very much. None of this would be possible without you. All right, Ethan Wilson looking to get back in the loud pedal here. 4 laps remain. Trevor Woodard, Calvin Martin, side by side. Martin seen the earlier strategy from the 15. We'll see if the 24 can slide down the racetrack and take that away from the 15. But the 15, he's got his eye on the prize. Oh, no, and there's a parking lot behind him up in turn number 2. It's going to bring out a caution. Caution on the speedway. I believe it's the Sheedy brothers. The 11 of Sam Ellison, and I believe that is Vandegrift in the 13V. We were watching Vandegrift come up through the field there. He was 4th, so that incident had to have happened somewhere up front. So we're trying to we'll get the cars put back in the right real estate. We'll see where the caution lands. It's still lap 8, 4 to go. Unfortunate break there for Shelby Sheedy. He's going to have to take it to pit side. What a beautiful night here in Wynot, Mississippi. Of course, looking at about 64, 65 degrees outside. The cold weather's coming in just a couple of days. We're ending the race season at the right time. Such a beautiful weekend here at the House of Hook. It's been a great season. 2025 race season almost in the books here tonight. As we welcome the off season, we'll be back here in March for the Battle of the States. Seen all kinds of things this year. Quite a few new faces, new winners. It's just been an amazing year here at the House of Hook. Glad that y'all have been able to follow us through a lot of these races as well through the streaming service. How lucky are we, right? To have the House of Hook, to be on the streaming services, to be able to go out and broadcast into your living rooms, motor homes, hunting camps, fish camps, man. You know, it's just an honor to be able to be in this seat right here and be the one narrating the story as we close the books on the 2025 race season. Still a lot of action left here tonight, though. Ethan Wilson. He's got to get it done here. Battle has been for second. And once again, Calvin Martin and Trevor Woodard have not settled this dogfight yet. So it looks like the G4 will come back. There's Shelby Sheedy. He had to leave the racetrack. He'll start at the rear of the field. The G4, I believe they're still working on that machine. Aiden Guy, happy birthday to you too. He's turning 7 years old Monday. Happy birthday, young man. Glad to hear that you're a race fan. Aiden Guy, happy birthday. All right, re-racked and stacked, ready to do this again. Calvin Cook in the 6 machine. He's going to try to make something happen, and quick. He shares that lane with the 13 of Malachi McGee. And here goes Calvin Martin. Calvin Martin finally got that 24 to step out. Woodard may have lost a little bit of ground there. He's got Calvin Cook to deal with now. Woodard a little bit wide going through the corner. And it's Calvin Martin with the final transfer. 3 laps to go. Calvin Cook, he knows how to work that top shelf. He's up there where Grandma keeps the good stuff. He'll take a little bit of bite out of the 24 on the back stretch. Here we're coming to 2 to go, and it's going to be almost 3 wide at the flag stand. Calvin Cook gives the national champion a little love tap there as they send it down the back stretch. We'll see the white flag this time. Calvin has that 6 machine moving. A battle of the Calvins, Calvin Martin and Calvin Cook. It's going to be 1 lap to get it done. Can Calvin Cook get the final transfer spot on Calvin Martin? 2 champions at their own game. Calvin Martin peeks to the outside. No, it's Cook on the outside. Martin on the inside. Coming to the flag stand. And it's going to be Calvin Martin with the final transfer spot. Just outdoing the 6 machine of Calvin Cook. Trevor Woodard, Malachi McGee, Joseph Dykemper. Great run, guys. That'll set you up nice for your non-qualifier racing event later this evening. But tonight, the spotlight on Ethan Wilson and your 2024-2025 Crate Racing USA Street Stock National Champion Calvin Martin in the Ronald Parker Engines number 24 Ford race car has found his way, has bought a ticket to the A-Main, the 60-lap main event. Getting ready for our B-Main number 3. On the front row, inside lane, it's going to be Dylan Ussery out of Cottondale, Florida in the 71 is Travis Marsh out of McHenry, Mississippi in the outside lane. Row 2, Wyatt Parker in the 8 out of Jay, Florida. He'll share that row with Graydon Hall in the 929. Chevy Chase Pennington inside lane of row 3 out of West Point, Mississippi in the 74. And it's Clayton Kilgore on the outside lane in the 81 out of Greenville, Mississippi. Row 4 inside's Johnny Stokes out of Columbus, Mississippi in the 1S. He'll share that lane with Caden Price out of Sicily Island, Louisiana in the 327. Sonny Gilmore out of Milton, Florida. She'll start on the inside of row 5 in the 64G, and it's John Bryant, the Pensacola driver, in the double deuce on the outside lane. Row 6 inside is going to be Chris O'Connor of Milano, Florida in the 25R, and Sam Bryson out of Madison, Mississippi in the 8-6. Nick Weldon on the inside of row 7 out of Fort Walton, Florida in the 36, and it's the West Point, Mississippi driver, Scooter Ware in the 80 machine. Once again, we're going to lock in the top 2, 12 laps on the board. We're getting ready to go green flag racing this time by, and Tim Dees gives them the green rag, and here we go. Travis Marsh steps up the hill. He's going to have some momentum as they go down the back stretch, but it's 3 wide. Marsh may have lost the front end. He's going to drag the rear end of the car around. That's going to open the door for the 929 of Graydon Hall. Graydon Hall in the final transfer spot. That's lap 1. They're 3 wide as they come out of 2. The 327, the 1, and the 8 machine of Wyatt Parker. Now they fanned out just a tad bit, but you've got a mover here. Chevy Chase Pennington to the 3rd position. Chevy Chase has his eye on the prize. All he needs is one more position to transfer his way into the A main here tonight, and he has momentum on the 929 of Graydon Hall. Chase down on the bottom. He's to the door handles of the 929, and now he's got a fender out front. Here they go, a separation as the 74 takes the final transfer spot in lap 3. Marsh is going to send it up near the boards. He's going to try to ride the cushion. Not sure if that's actually the fast lane right now. It seems to be a lot of moisture there on the bottom. We'll see if they can get that upper lane moving here as Wyatt Parker washes out. Almost kisses the wall up in turn 3. That'll leave him side by side with Caden Price. But the eye is on the prize. Chevy Chase Pennington battling for the lead spot on the 71 of Dylan Ussery. And we've got a slow roller to the flag stand. The 36 car is probably going to bring out a caution here. And Nick Weldon gets the caution he was looking for. It's part of it on the back of that race car. So Chase Pennington may have lost the lead there as I was looking for the slow roller car. We'll see if they revert back to the last lap lead, which would, I believe, put the 74 back in the top spot. But when they did cross the flag stand, the caution light was on. We'll see how they score that. So the Empire Chassis Machine looking good here in the early stages of B main number 3. Pennington's had a fast hot rod all year long. Talked to him earlier in the year, and he said he built that car out beside his house. Really proud of it. Did a lot of work in his earlier life with Justin McCree, high roller. So he knows a little bit about building some race cars, and boy, he's got him a fast one here tonight. We'll see if he's able to take that top spot. But right now, he's just trying to secure a transfer into the A main here tonight. Anybody got a score on Alabama? Just started. Okay, yeah, just started. A little early. So getting ready for a Dixie double file restart here. 5 laps are complete. This is the final B main of the evening for the Crate Racing USA Street Stock cars as they are about set with the lineup for the A main later this evening. The 60 lap main event, $8,000 on the line, plus your name added to the trophy of a world champion. How about that? And the green flag is out. Graydon Hall going to challenge the 74. He may have a run on the 71 as well. The 74 going to kind of stick his nose down there under the 71. 2 laps to go. And boy, we've got a battle here. 4 cars battling for 2 spots. It's Dr. Dirt. Don't give up on Dr. Dirt. Now we have 5 cars battling. Travis Marsh may have a run as well. Chevy Chase Pennington just gave up the spot to Graydon Hall. Graydon Hall looking for the lead. 3 wide at the flag stand. Race fans, I tell you, it don't get no better than that. Chevy Chase to the inside lane. It's Dylan Ussery in the middle lane. Graydon Hall on the outside, and there was a little contact there. That's going to separate the top 2. Graydon Hall and Dylan Ussery. Chase is not going to give it up. He's going to continue to try to manhandle that 74 machine. Pennington may have a run on Ussery here as Graydon Hall takes the lead. They're side by side, door to door at the flag stand. The 74 was just a cat whisker away from taking the second spot, and he's got it now. Now, Pennington going to look for the lead on Graydon Hall. 2 sticks in the air. Chevy Chase Pennington takes the top spot. Here's the white flag, and now there's some distance being put between him and the second place. One good thing about Graydon Hall is he's got a 0.8 of a second lead over the 71 machine. Unfortunate, though, for Dylan Ussery, who had that top spot for a lot of this race. There's the checker flag. Chase Pennington has raced his way into the main event, along with Graydon Hall in the 929. What a race, y'all. That's what you paid for right there. Side-by-side action all throughout the racetrack. 3 wide at the flag stand. A dogfight there at the end. And Chase Pennington has raced his way into the main event. Graydon Hall at Umatilla, Tennessee, secures his spot as well in the main event. Up next is going to be hot laps for the locked-in cars. That's 18 cars that are locked in for tonight's show. 18 Crate Racing USA street stock cars. They're going to come out in hot lap. This is your time to go to the concession stands, grab you a bite to eat, and get ready, because we're going to keep this thing rolling throughout the evening. Once again, hot laps for our Crate Racing USA street stock locked-in cars. Now is your chance to go to the restroom. Go grab you something at the concession stands. Don't forget to grab that ice-cold Coca-Cola before you walk out the door. Want to thank our presenting sponsors, our sponsors up here on the board, Crate Racing USA TV for giving us this broadcast. We got Strength Roofing, Advanced Auto Glass by Joey, Coors Light, Trucker Supply, Chick-fil-A, Mississippi Street Stock Series by Jackson Industrials, Trax Plus, and of course, Camper Kingdom up on the board as well. Here's your locked-in cars. There's Mark Thorne, the Galleon Stallion, the 93 of Cole Zimmerman, the 77, Michael Santangelo with the Harahan paint body on the side of that race car, the 9M of Corey Neal Jr., the Bridge City, Texas driver. I believe he's the only driver with 2 top 5 finishes in this event, both from 2024, where he finished 5th, and 2nd back in 2023. Dylan Murdy and Chad Thrash are your defending winners, and we will have a new winner here this evening. And you have to wonder, is it going to be that kid they call Meatball, who's won all these main events here of late, including the Gumbo Nationals, the Street Stock Nationals, the Fall Classic? Can he add the World Street Stock Championship to his name? Justin McCree in the 25. He's going to have something to say about it. The 24 of Jody Guess, who set fast time yesterday with a 15.75. He's going to have something to say about it. Thorne the fastest, a 15.905 so far. So Mark Thorne was able to make a late lap pass on Spencer Hughes to secure that heat win last night. Once again, a fast hot rod here this evening. There's the 44P of Jeff Parsons. The 18, the brand new race car. They tracked down the UPS guy so they could get the parts to put on that car. It's a 4-way fab car. It's the 18 Jackson Industrial, Landon Jackson. The 11K Carl Kilgore out of Greenville, Mississippi. There's Meatball. We just talked about him. The 05 machine. Fast race car. Dalton Peavy in the Missile chassis. And the 3 machine of Shay Knight with the Vaden crate engines on the side of that race car. Eyes on the prize is going to be the 05. Can he get it done here tonight? Meatball's got 4 wins in a row here at WMP, the White Knight Motorsports Park, including the Fall Classic, the Street Stock Nationals, the Battle of the States, dating all the way back to the Fall Classic of 2024. He finished 3rd here last year. Also the winner of the Gumbo Nationals. There's 73 of Ashley Newman. And the 9M. I believe that's going to be Rod Tucker. Spencer Hughes in the 4-way fab, number 11. Tyler Nicely in a 4-way fab, 25. Nancy and Jamie Bolin out on the racetrack. Not sure if they're going to send him on his own or what the case may be for Jamie Bolin in the 232. There's the 5, Tyler Nicely in the 25. I know I've said the 5 machine quite a few times. The 2, it's just so small on there. I can't ever catch it, man. But Dalton Peavy goes up to second fastest, a 16.126. Mark Thorne still a 15.905. Corey Neal Jr. a 16.151. Rod Tucker a 16.152. Crazy, those 2 cars are teammates, and they're within 1/1000th of a second of each other. Caden Jackson, Meatball, with a 16.157, just 0.005 of a second separate 3 cars. So that is our hot lap session for our Crate Racing USA Street Stock locked-in cars. I believe up next will be our B-Main factory stocks. 8 laps, top 8 wheel transfer. In each of these B-Main events. So that should conclude our social media presence. Hopefully you will download and stream the rest of the race over at Crate Racing USA TV. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to us. As we roll into B-Main number 1 for our factory stock cars.